Hello everyone, today we will learn how to create Trello cards from new Google Drive files. Now if you have uploaded a new file in your Google Drive, you want that everyone in your team should be updated by that uploaded file in your Trello workspace by creating a new card. But since both of these applications do not have a direct connection between them, so you might have to do this work of creating a card for this file manually in your Trello workspace. But let me tell you, we can actually automate this whole process by using Pabbly Connect. We will integrate both these applications in such a way that our trigger will be creating a new file uploaded in your Google Drive and our action will be creating a new card in Trello. Let us learn how to do it. So in this video, we will learn how to create Trello cards from Google Drive files. Now, as soon as you add a new Google Drive file, you want that it should be updated in your Trello account as a card. Okay, so we will learn how to integrate both of these applications using Pabbly. As you can see, this is the landing page of Pabbly, and on the right hand side, we have two options available: sign up for free and sign in. If you don't have an existing account, you can sign up for free and get a few free tasks. And because I'm having one already, so I will be clicking on sign in. It will take me to the login page where I can directly click on sign in with Google and I will be logged in into Pabbly. It will take me to this window where I will see all the applications that are provided by Pabbly to you. Now, because we are going to connect the two applications so that they work as one complete application, we will be using Pabbly Connect for that purpose. Let's just click on Access Now, and then you will be taken to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, as you reach on the dashboard, you can see there are many other workflows that I have already created for different tasks. But here I will create a new workflow from scratch to show how you are going to automate this process. So we will click on Create Workflow on the right hand side, and we will give this a name as New Google Drive Files to Trello Cards. Okay, I'll click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you. Now, as soon as you reach this place, you will see there are two boxes written trigger and action over it. Now, what is a trigger and what is an action? Trigger is when this happens, which means that in this box, you will choose one application and that application will have a trigger in it. And as soon as that trigger takes place, that event takes place, the workflow will proceed towards the action application and the task will be performed whatever is assigned to that app. So let's just start with our trigger application. Open the window and then select your app. Because our workflow will flow in the direction from Google Drive to Trello cards, so our trigger application will be Google Drive. Because as soon as you add a new file in your Google Drive, this file data has to be updated in your action application, that is going to be our Trello account. Okay, so first let's just connect Google Drive with Pabbly Connect. So click on Connect, but remember, I must remind you that for that, make sure that you have opened your Google Drive in a separate tab so that it is easy for you to connect Pabbly Connect and Google Drive. Now click on Connect, click on Add New Connection and then sign in with your Google account. Just choose your account and then click on Allow. And your accounts will be connected. See, now you have to click on Save and Send Test Request. Why? Because we have to check if Pabbly Connect can detect a new submission of data in Google Drive or not. Right, so click on Save and Send Test Request, go back to your Google Drive and then click on New File Upload and then select your file from here. Like this is the poster that I want to upload. I will click on the poster and then this will start uploading. As soon as a new file has been created over here in your Google Drive account, we will go back to your Pabbly Connect and see if the response has been captured or not. So as you can see, the response has been captured and the name of the file was poster11. So it is here as .jpg and then the details as the time, the modified time, the type of the document, it's a PDF or an image file or whatever it is, creator's name, the image width and height, everything has been captured over here by Pabbly Connect. So we will proceed to our next step, that is our action step. But before our action step, remember that when you will add Trello over here in your action application, remember that the name of your file has to be in the basic format, because like if we go back to our Trello account, you can see there are different posts over here and different details of different posts are over here, and these are the list. So when a card is added over here, the name has to be in a simple text type format and not in .jpg format. So what we will do for that is that we will change the name by separating this .jpg from our name, that is poster11. So our next step will be choosing a text formatter. Text formatter is a feature that is given by Pabbly Connect only, and it will help you to do different type of experiments on your text. Like it's written over here, the event can be extracting a pattern from the text, finding something in the text. So we will use today split text. Why? Because we want to split the text from this dot. We don't want anything after this point, but we want everything that is ahead of this point. Okay. So first we will click on connect. There is no separate procedure for connecting text formatter to Pabbly Connect because it is already provided by Pabbly. Now what is the text we want to split? For this you need to learn that you have to do a little bit of mapping over here. Now what is mapping? Mapping is actually creating a pathway between two steps of a workflow. Okay, so for example, we want this information to be entered over here because it is asking us that what is the text you want to split. So for that purpose, if you enter this manually, for example, if I am entering here that some text I want to split. So this is going to be a static data. This won't change for any other condition or for any other given case. But if we map it from the drop down menu given to you over here, then what it will do is that every time a new file is added in Google Drive and whatsoever is the name of that file, that will be automatically entered over here because you are mapping it. You are creating the path of that file name from the captured response to this text to split field. Okay, so it like it says insert data from the previous step. Our previous step was this response, and so we will just click on this drop down menu and it will give us the whole list of response. So you don't need to copy paste it over from somewhere. Okay, just find your data. This is the name, original file name or name. So we will just choose name. Okay, this is the text we want to split. Now we want to enter a separator. No need to enter the separator by mapping. You can just enter the separator manually, like this is the dot that you want to separate. Now you just put a dot, which means that when this will work, when this feature will work, it will separate poster11 and JPG into two different parts. Now it is asking you that what part of the splitted text you want. So we want the first part. You can enter the second if you want the second. You want all, so it will give you all responses. Okay, but we want the first part. So we are clicking on first. Click on save and send test request. And here you have the name of the file. Okay. Poster11 is here. No .jpg, nothing. Now save this part. And then we will proceed to our last and important step. That is our action application. So just choose Trello as your application. And then the event is going to be create a card with plain text type description. Okay. Click on plain text type description and then connect your Trello account with your Pabbly Connect. Click on connect and then add new connection. Now when you click on add new connection, it will ask you certain credentials to be entered over here. A username, API key and token. Now these three credentials will help you make sure that Pabbly Connect is actually connecting to that Trello account that you are working on. Okay, so for that, read what is given below over here, that you can find the above details by logging to your Trello account that we have already logged in a separate tab. After login, you can get the API key and generate a token from here. So click on here. See, clicking on here will take you to this page written as developer API keys. And you can see a personal key over here. Copy the personal key and then paste it in your API key section because this is your API key. Going back to the same tab, a token is also given below that. Click on this blue colored token. And then it will take you to this page where it will provide you the server token. So first of all, copy the username. Okay. And then the same page, scroll down, Click on allow and then it will give you the token as well. So just copy this token and paste it over here. Now this is not something of a very secretive data. This is your personal data of your account so that you can connect your Pabbly Connect to your Trello account directly without any problem. So click on save and your Trello account will be connected soon. Okay, now since it is connected, it shows connected over here. Now you have to choose a board. So click on board and go and check your Trello account, which is your board. Your board name is social media post. See, your board is written over here. So choose from that. The board name that we are working on is social media posts. So we will just select our board, scroll down and find, or you can just type it over here, social media post. Note board has been selected and now it will provide you with the list ID. So you have to choose which list you want to work on. Like if you are using currently working, the card that has to be created for that Google Drive file will be added over here. But I want that it has to be added in the posters list. Okay, so I will just click on this menu and select posters. Okay, now the name. See, we did the whole text formatter process for this specific part. Why? Because now when we map the name of the file, we don't map it from Google Drive, but we map it from the text formatter by Pabbly. We splitted the text, so the name has to be mapped from here. Now this was the name, so click on this. What this is going to do is that whenever a new file is added to your Google Drive, this will be forwarded to this part, text to split. It will be splitted from the dot, and then this part, that is your result, will be forwarded to this part of the name in the Trello card. You don't have to do this process manually every time. You do this once, and every time you add a new file, you will be having the name of that Google Drive file in your Trello card. Now, what was the description? So you can add for description. We did not add any specific description, but you can just add the details of the file. For example, you can enter the height and width because you are talking about a poster. So you just write over here as width and then map this part. Okay, then you can write then the height colon and then map the height. You can just type height over here, so it will just give you the height on its own, and this is the description we have added. Now the position is a very important part. Why? Because it matters, because if you don't pay attention to that part, your cards will be added one over the other. Okay, but if I keep it to bottom, then it will be always added, like first card will be here, second card will come below it, then third again below it. But if I kept the position to top, new cards will be added above the old cards. Okay. Now, no member ID or label ID required. No due date is also there because we did not enter any such due date. We just added a new file and then we want that information to be updated in your Trello account. Okay. But URL source is an important part. Why? Because, for example, you've added a new file in your Google Drive and you update that information in your Trello account. Now, everyone does not have access to your personal Google Drive account, right? So, Trello is managed by more than one people normally. So, if there is that person whosoever opens the card in your Trello and then wants to look for the file also. So how are you going to add the file detail? You will actually add a link of that file in the description or in this area of the URL source, so that whenever the person opens the card and then clicks on the link, he or she can actually look at what file you have actually shared in your or uploaded in your Google Drive. Fine. But remember, for that you have to go to your Google Drive and give access of that file to everyone. Okay. You can do that by yourselves. So now we will map the URL source. And where are we going to map it from? Obviously from Google Drive, because our Google Drive, all the information about our Google Drive was captured by Pabbly Connect. We click on this and see. Web view link is over here, drive.google.com. This is the link of that file that we have uploaded on our Google Drive. This was the poster we uploaded, and the link to this poster is this web view link. You click this and you just click on save and send test request and wait for the response and see the response has been received. First of all, check if there is any error, because I can't see any. and no error is there. See, this was the description we added, width colon this, height colon this. Okay, the date is over here, the last activity. The name is poster 11 and no JPG, no dot, nothing. Okay, so all the details have been provided over here and the link is also here. So we will just save this workflow and go back to our Trello to check if the workflow has been successfully done or not. See, a card has been added in the list of posters. Poster 11 is the name. When we open the card, the description was this and we attached the file over here. And when you just click on this file, it will take you to your Google Drive and you can just have a look at what file you have shared in your drive. Okay, so this was the whole workflow. Let's just do a quick recap of what we did in this workflow. See, it was just a 3-step workflow. Google Drive, text formatter and Trello. Our trigger was our Google Drive. Whenever a new file is added to your drive, it will be updated in your Trello account. Okay, but for that, we just created a new file, checked for the response was received. One thing that you have to make sure is to give access to your files in your Google Drive so that anybody who is having the link can access the file. Now, one step that we added on our own was a text formatter by Pabbly because we did not want the name of the file with the extension of an image, that is the name.jpg. So what we did, we just splitted the text by the dot and we got the simple name of the file. Further, in our action application, Trello account was added to our Pabbly Connect by entering the username API token and connected, and then you chose the correct board, the list ID, and then the name and the description was mapped. You can add any other description in any way if you want. I needed the width and height because we are talking about poster, so this was the information that I needed. Further, the position was decided, it was top or it was bottom, and then a URL source has to be added. Clicked on save and send test request. This response was received, and in our Trello account, a new card was created with the same idea that we just entered, the description, the name, and the attachment as well. So this was the whole video. I hope this helped. Thank you. Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.